Look, money doesn't solve all your problems, but it does get rid of a lot of them. That's the
Yeah.
truth. It doesn't make you happy, but it does get rid of stress, right?
When you're fighting, when you're going into the market, you're fighting the whole world. That's the truth and reality of trading. You don't got to be scared of that. It's okay. That's the world. The world has to move forward. No one can stop the time.
This is not doom and gloom. This is, hey, it's like kind of like saying this. If a hurricane is coming, you're not gonna stay in the freaking beach. You're gonna get out of the beach and go inside a house, right? Right? Like if a flood's coming, you're not gonna stand there. You're gonna get out of the way. Over, hey, there's a snowstorm coming. Might be a good idea.
Maybe I should go back to Dubai. You know?
You got to get ready, right? So that's that. And I think the fact that gold has skyrocketed, America has a real problem. All right, welcome everybody to another passive income strategy day.
Yes, sir.
With CryptoCrush.
Our favorite.
My name is Steve. I'm the chief entertainer. With me, my host out of Tel Aviv, Amir Isaacs. What's up, brother?
I'm doing well. I'm doing good. How are you, my friend?
Oh, well, better than you. I'm not getting bombs thrown at me, so I don't have shelters yet. But how was your evening? Did any bombs come by?
Yeah, a few sirens throughout the night. But I always say, as long as at the end of the day, in the morning, bottom line, I wake up with my alarm and not the siren alarm, and it was only throughout the night, I'm okay with it. And that's it, man. Our people are working hard for us to be able to enjoy these live calls and enjoy these trading and passive income calls. So blessed to be here.
I have a friend in Jerusalem, and he's not getting bombed nearly as much as you are. Why is that?
Yeah, Jerusalem for some reason. Well, I guess that because I'm next to Tel Aviv.
Sites?
First of all, yeah, there's a lot of Palestinian areas as well on the West Bank over there, which, by the way, a school with a few kids got blown up over there on the other side. But hey, the whole posts on Instagram, when it comes to that, they're quiet. But when back then, it's funny how the narratives is controlled. So I guess so. And don't forget, Al Aqsa and the West Wall and everything is there. So I'm guessing that it's not in their best interest to hit the Al Aqsa. I think it would be kind of a, a fuck up if Al Aqsa was hit by Iranian missile.
No,
that would be a change of story.
No,
that would be a change of
if a holy site, Christian, Jewish, or otherwise gets hit, then they're going to go after Muslim holy sites as well. That's problematic. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's funny if they would hit their own. It's like, so I'm guessing they don't want that. They don't want that. And then I'm next to Tel Aviv, and Tel Aviv, has all the offices and who. So
yeah,
it's more of a target.
All right, we're talking about passive income, and here's what I want to talk about: passive income. Here's the reality. You guys join CryptoCrush. You look on YouTube at crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital investments for one reason: because you want to make money. You want to fuel the lifestyle of your dreams, and whatever that is. For us, for this community, we use the money, the vast majority of the money we make, we use to fund initiatives helping other people.
Yeah.
And it's all over the world, right? So it's missionaries, it's homeless people here, it's homeless people. We just use the money for good. And we really like helping single moms or young people out, right? So my wife and I are blessed. We're sending this young lady out that we've helped out for over the last year. And what a transformation. So that's why we do it. And with passive income, the reality is it is boring, right? There isn't this thrill of trading like, whoa, I just made $100,000, or oh my God, I just lost $100,000. You don't have that. But I'll tell you what, if you're looking for lifestyle where you sleep better, your relationships are better, you can enjoy a life, and you have overall satisfaction without stress, and you don't want to learn the techno mumbo jumbo that me, my son, and Amir talk about on Wednesdays and Fridays during the live market opens, this is for you. Even if
Yep.
you like that stuff, this is for you. Why? Because having a steady stream of income just creates a of course God is our security, but it creates a lot less stress knowing that every month my bills are covered, my mortgage, my car payments, whatever it is. And I don't believe in any of that stuff. Everything my wife and I have, we've paid for. But if you have payments, if you have debts you got to pay, knowing you have a steady stream of income is very, very important. I'll tell you what, now more than ever, as AI is taking over everything, I mean everything, they have no idea what's
AI,
coming.
well, AI is taking over everything, and you don't know how tomorrow looks like, right? I
Yeah,
don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be sitting here in my living room or on the beach working and having these conversations with our beautiful and wonderful community, or if I'll be geared up in a bunker somewhere, just like I was 2 years ago for 2, 3, 4 months, right?
yeah, but
So bills are still the bills are still being paid. So the one thing that always struck me when the war started is I saw my friends in the unit. We're all blessed, right? And we take care of each other and everyone. But people had businesses. Like my best friend, you know him, has a vegetable store, a very successful one here in the city. But it's one of those businesses that if you're not there, it's not working. Even if you have the best manager, the best, if you're not there, it's not working for you the same, right? So especially if you're not there for 4 months. Um, so I felt that this thing, this knowledge that me and Steven have and share and have been knowing for many years, wow, it was such a relief, right? Because my wife is home, she's already worried and concerned about what's going on with her husband. But at the same time, the money can be a very big headache as well, right? But knowing that, hey, I'm getting paid and I'm doing this work online and I have these passive income streams, it made everything easier. It did.
look, money doesn't solve all your problems, but it does get rid of a lot of them. That's the
Yeah.
truth. It doesn't make you happy, but it does get rid of stress, right? There's no
It lets
doubt
you
about
focus
that.
on
No,
on
like
on 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 the
if
other things that you do want to focus and be privileged to do. God bless, we're
exactly.
doing what we want to do.
So
That's
there's several things. One, we have massive disruption happening in the global workforce. Two, the banking industry is collapsing. They are in total panic mode. Also, we now understand that the Strait of Hormuz is not blocked. Iran is controlling it, and you got to pay a $2 million fine, but they're not taking it in dollars. Not fine, but a safety passage, but it's not in dollars. It's in Chinese yuan. So guess what? This is changing really fast, really fast. And here's the issue: if everyone decides to take their money out of the bank, they have a problem because they don't have the money in the bank. In crypto, it's not like that. In crypto, it's one-to-one liquidity. You can access it 24/7, transfer it
on the
to
blockchain.
whoever, yeah, whoever,
You
wherever.
take your 12
The
word.
safest thing in the world. Now watch this. I have a woman here in the Netherlands who's been trying to transfer money from her bank to another bank. It's been 10 days and no one knows where the hell it is because they don't have the liquidity. It's old-fashioned blockchain. That same amount of money would have been transferred in minutes,
Oh,
and it can be done anywhere in the world. I could send it to Iran if I wanted to. I could send it to Tel Aviv.
God
It
bless.
does not
Hey,
matter.
hey, I'm Israeli, Habibi. Whoa, we're
No,
not
but
sending anything
listen,
to Iran.
no, but
Hello.
listen. I'm saying it. There are people in Iran who are suffering, and
Yes, yes.
people in Iran suffering also need our help. Full stop. Right?
Yeah.
Full stop. I'm not saying I'm not for Iran, but I'm
No, no,
also
no. It's
not
not
for
about
the
that. It's about
no, but
people.
I'm not. But I'm also not for the killing of innocent
Right,
women,
right,
children, all that
right,
shit.
right.
Like it's got to stop, man. It's
Yep,
got to stop. And
yep,
people need help. So if you want to transfer money, your freaking bank in America is not going to do it.
right,
But crypto, you could do whatever you want. And I know plenty of Iranians or Iranian Americans who have family there. One
right,
of our business partner, his wife's family is there.
right.
These are good people, man.
Yeah.
Right? They need help, and so this allows us to do this. So passive income allows you not to worry about it. But the key issue is who do you trust? What's a scam? What's not a scam? And that's the biggest minefield out there. And
Mm,
that's why CryptoCrush community exists and why you should like and subscribe right now. Because
100%.
Amir and I, we do the vetting ourselves. We go fly out, we meet the owners, we sit with the owners, with the
We
management.
call them every day, all day
We
if we need
call
it.
them, yeah, but we also test it. So I want to show you something right
Let's get
now that
into
we're
it, man. Let's
testing.
get into it. People, hold your horses because you're going to be blown away. This is on the
Okay,
blockchain.
so hold on. Let me explain what this is. Um, there, there's a thing called arbitrage, right?
Yeah.
Arbitrage is just taking a product, the same product, and making a profit on the price differences. So, for example, gold, $1,000 of gold in the Netherlands. I can get more gold in Dubai right now, 30%
Right.
more gold in Dubai. If I go to Dubai, buy that gold, I can come to the Netherlands and sell it for a 30% profit. That is called arbitrage. The same thing happens in crypto. And what you see is the same product has different prices on different exchanges. So what you're looking at is on the left-hand side, you have an exchange. Then all the way to the right-hand side, you have another exchange.
Mhm.
At the top, you have different assets or tokens. In this case, is Bitcoin. And the middle is the price difference. And this happens all the time. So what this arbitrage does is it takes a smart contract. A smart contract is an automatic contract. It's triggered by certain criteria, and it executes a trade. And it only executes the trade if it's profitable. And it buys in one exchange, sells in the other. And it's done with AI in milliseconds. And we did it, Amir and I. Here's the story. We were on the call one day and we were talking, and I said, "Oh, Bitcoin just dumped." I said, "What are you talking about?
It's still going up.
It's 70." I'm like, "No, dude, it's 69." I was going 68. Now, maybe what are you looking at? I'm like, MEX. He's like, "So am I." He's like, "What are you? Beat a spot futures?" I'm like, "BTC, USDT." He said, "What's the URL?" And I'm like, what am I, an idiot? I'm on MEXC, brother. Like, well, this, we are looking at the same asset, the same exchange. He was in Israel. I was in the Netherlands. It's like a $1,500 difference.
Man, this
So
is crazy.
then I said, hang on a minute. You mean to tell me, I can buy Bitcoin at a discount right now, send it over to you. You could sell it for us, take the profit, send it back to me. I could buy it at a discount, send it to you. And we tried doing
It's
that with
like you said it. It's like with the iPhone thing. He's like back in the days when iPhone here in Israel, iPhone was super expensive, and in America it was like half the price. So whenever my dad used to fly to the States, he used to buy it to me or to my brother or whatever, and that's how we got by here in Israel because iPhones were super expensive. Now it's different change, but it's sort of like that. If you
well,
can actually
exactly.
buy it, then that's the thing.
Eventually, the markets will level out, just like the iPhone markets have
Right,
leveled out, right?
right.
So, but there's
Right.
a
That's why
window of
people got to
opportunity.
understand that there's a window of opportunity, as you just said. Yes.
So
People think
we
that
ended
it's
up.
an easy thing to do, like, and just keep on going. And the system does it over and over again. That's beauty.
It does it. It could do
It's doing it
probably.
right now. Like right now, when we're going to show you in a second, we're going to be showing you how we do it and how our accounts look like. But it's there. They're doing it 24/7. Like, it's
Yeah, well,
amazing.
we get about 14 trades, anywhere from 10 to 14
And they have to be
arbitrage trades.
confirmed on the blockchain. So it's not like a probability thing like with trading, right? And people
No,
need to
this is
understand the difference between those, like, because when you trade, ladies and gentlemen, there's a probability here, right? So if you're buying or selling, if you're saying it's going up or down, you've done your technical analysis, but then there's a probability. Here, you're buying and selling with different prices between different exchanges, and it does it fully automatic for you. But before it executes the trade, it confirms it on the blockchain. So everything is there and it has to be confirmed. So if it doesn't have a price difference, it's not going to execute. So basically, there should not be a loss ever, right? There's no guarantees in
no,
this world.
there is no loss on the trade because the trade doesn't execute
If
unless
it's not, yeah,
unless it's profitable. So the smart
Right.
contract is programmed to say, we will execute the trade if it meets these criteria. The criteria are a minimum of 0.5% per arbitrage. They get more than that usually, but the minimum is that. If it doesn't meet that minimum, it doesn't execute the trade. And that's it. We did this manually. You're thinking, well, why doesn't everybody do it? Because, friends, we tried to do it and it can be done. But, brother, it is difficult. You are
It is.
watching prices all day.
And
Right?
people need to understand when you're trading, you are in the worldwide arena. Yeah, this is a worldwide arena of people worldwide. When you're fighting, when you're going into the market, you're fighting the whole world. That's the truth and reality of trading, right? So it's not that easy to do it. No one wants. It's like not
No, but
easy.
arbitrage seems simple, but
It
it
seems simple.
no,
Flying to
it's not.
America, buying the iPhone, flying 13 hours back to Israel, right? The religious guys used to do it with like 10 kids, right? Then wrapping it back up, selling it at higher prices here in Israel. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's a lot of work. And if you try to scale it, it doesn't work
No.
scaling. It doesn't. And I have I have blazing fast internet. I have faster internet than anybody in America. I can guarantee that. Um, and still I don't have enough processing power to run the trades fast enough to catch the highest
Yeah,
profits.
they're not with
So
you.
let me show you what's going on. So this system right here is there's no human involved, right? It is on a smart contract done by AI. And we started with an initial investment of 16,667. It was actually first 12,000, then we added some. So we spread 12,667 or 16, let's say 17,000 over three accounts. This is the first account. This is the second account. This is the third account. And as you can see, we're over $30,000 at this point. So how do we do that? Well, in this little baby right here, you can do an auto reinvest. So every day you get your profits. Every day you could withdraw. And right now it's
It's
showing
right
every
now
day.
trading. That's why I told you before. It's like trading every.
So
That one
right
was
now,
searching, and this one is receiving. This is like that one is searching.
wait,
This one is already receiving.
hold on, let me explain. It's now receiving the profits. And if you look on the right-hand side, it reinvests for you automatically. The other thing it does is it automatically withdraws for you. So you don't have to withdraw, you don't have to reinvest. You can auto withdraw to anywhere you want. It gets done in minutes. We've moved several $1,000s to test withdrawals, and it's done in minutes. Transactions coming in are done within minutes. Everything is on the blockchain. So
It's the beauty of it. No
every
humans.
every single trade has let me go into this account here.
And that's what's the beauty of it, because that's what crypto was here to do, right? That's what crypto was here. That's why we really
Okay,
find this so
so
interesting.
here
No
on
need
the
for humans, no need for big offices. It's there.
so here is the proof that these transactions take place, right? They're just transactions on the blockchain. And once it's on, it's on. And so right now, here it's pulling the transaction IDs, it's sending. So this
It's
transaction
scanning for
ID,
the prices between 80, 79, 80. This is Solana price right now. As we're speaking, it's scanning the price ranges between different exchanges. Currently, it's doing Bybit and Gate, for example.
and it's going to create a transaction ID. So it's looking to create a contract. It's looking for the best price right now. Once it
Now,
finds the best price and it creates the contract, you'll have a transaction ID. That's the receipt that it comes out, the profit coming in and the profit coming out. And if you look, it looks at the spread, the percentages. 0.5 is the minimum spread that they're looking for here. This has been working. We've been testing this since I think March
and the beauty of this one, what I really
16.
want to, yeah, we did it. We've been, I think, since I think is today is like
Well,
exactly 2 weeks. But you got to understand, like some people might use this with a few $100, some people might use it with a few $1,000. But the reinvestment, this is why for us, that's what we do. Each and every one of us, that's what we do. Me and Steven, we like to reinvest it because that's where the real magic happens. If I'm taking, for example, just basic numbers, if I'm taking $500, right, and I generated 1%. So, for example, that's $5 on that one. It needs to happen again. The $10 minimum is the amount to reinvest. That's how the system works. So it needs to have 2 or 3 trades before it can take that $10 and reinvest it into the initial 500. Those 500 start compounding. So the next 1% that's going to be generated will not be with 500, it'll be with 510, right? And so on and so on and so on and so on. Now, in this case, we needed about 3 trades to get above the minimum, reinvest, and continue trading. Now, let's take another example because compounding really has a major effect when you start with a larger amount because it allows you to compound better and quicker. So if I'm starting, for example, with 10,000 or 5,000 as a minimum, when it's generating for me that 1%, I'm already starting to compound from the first trade, right? So the compounding effect here within 2 weeks is phenomenal. That's why if somebody started with 500 and he's watching this, uh, is not getting the same results that we're getting because when you're compounding, the capital that you start with and the amount of time that you're staying in the game really matters. Really, there's a major difference, and this is from somebody who's been using multiple technologies and has designed multiple technologies, whether it's Endotech or dealing with Arbcore or whatever. When you compound, there's a major effect if you're starting off with 1,000 or if you're starting off with 20,000. A major effect.
so here is an
Yes,
example.
sir. Example. So it'll be
Here's
the same 1% with 500, for example.
we're averaging 3% or 3.5% per day. I'm using 2% because if you're using 5,000, you're coming in with Bitcoin.
Mhm.
So this is the our plan is to stay here for 1 year. Why 1 year? Let me explain that. Because, like we had mentioned earlier, there's a window of opportunity. We believe in 1 year. There's actually a 2 year window here,
Yeah.
but we cut it. But we cut everything in half. So for us, we have a 1 year plan. We are taking profits from Viltrixa. We are putting them into Arbcore. We're taking profits from trading, putting it into Arbcore, and we are compounding it all the way into 1 year. 1 year takes us into the end of March of 2027, where we have shown mathematically that is when the next bull run starts. We're going to have a bounce that's coming the next few weeks, no doubt about it. People are going to, it's a bull trap. People are going to get liquidated at the end of October, the bottom comes in. We get paid out in Bitcoin with Arbcore, and we're going to take whatever 3 million, 2 million, and we're just going to buy Bitcoin. We have Bitcoin at the lowest price possible, and we're going to ride that up all the way to a 3x.
What
So
Steven is showing right now is 5,000. What can happen in a year from now, compounding 5,000, right? So
oh,
even if you take 5,000 and it goes up, let's say you buy a stock and it went up by 200, that 5,000 is just going to be 10 or $12,000. But when you take that 2% and you compound it over a year's time, oof,
well, all right.
different.
Let me show you this. Let me bring it down to a better level. And here's an example. One moment. I'm
You
having a
have to use it like once to understand. I love compounding, man.
Well, what you need is with compounding, it's boring and you have to have patience.
Yeah,
Uh,
and don't touch it. Don't touch it. Every once in a while, I'll take some money out, go buy something, but don't touch it. Pay some bills with it.
no, listen,
Take the family for a nice dinner.
if you put $500 into Arbcore and you follow out our plan, we're not telling you to do anything because we're just entertainers. But if you said, okay, I got $500, I'm going to put it into Arbcore. Now you can't do the you can do Tether. So I'm going to do 1%, but 1% compound at $500 at the end of the year is $18,891. So You could do this for your grandchildren. You could do this for your children. You could do this for a vacation you want to do next year. You could do this. Hey, I want to buy a car in a year. This is a great way to do it. We think there's a 2 year window opportunity. Our plan is 1 year. And the reason for that is because regulations coming in. And at some point, there will be no arbitrage. There will just be the same price over and over.
Yeah.
While the fiat system is collapsing and America is having a real problem with Iran, and it's a real problem.
America is dealing right now with war. Now,
We called
I don't
it.
know what's going to happen in the next like 2 years. It might be good if America wins the war. America market is going to be booming, especially as he did the dollar act with cryptocurrency. But until then,
You'll hear it. I'm going to say it right now. America does not win this war. America is done with it. They are screwed. Yemen just launched rockets toward Israel. They're exchanging oil at the Strait of Hormuz for Chinese yuan, and 20% of all energy is coming out of there. In Europe, we are getting hammered with the gas prices.
we had a nice raise too. Also,
About this,
it's 8 shekels a liter, bro. Eight and a half shekels a liter. I think that's like €3 or something like that.
we're paying 2.30, so about $8, $9 a gallon at this point. But that's not the issue. The big issue is diesel. Diesel has gone to over five, almost $6 a gallon in America.
Big machines, bro.
But listen, everything runs in diesel, whether
Yeah,
it's
big
boats,
machines. Yeah,
everything runs in diesel, right? I live on a farm, it's all diesel. Now,
yeah.
it's what's very interesting. You know what the price of diesel in Russia and China is? $1.80. They're not affected.
Like in Dubai.
And you have midterms coming up in America, and Trump's about to put ground troops on the ground. He gave him an April 6th deadline, and he's going into the midterms. If the House and the Senate flips in America, they will impeach him and they will
I'll
put
tell you something.
this.
If they give
It's
the
over, bro.
army,
It's over. Game
if
over. Game is finished.
if the politicians give the military the open hands to do what they need to do, brother, America is America, can take over the world. I promise you that. Okay, maybe
No,
with a little bit of help with the UK and stuff like that, but is
I
America?
listen. I will take a Russian soldier. I'm an American Ukrainian. I live in the Netherlands. I'm also Dutch. I will tell you this: after this whole woke nonsense in America, I don't. Iran has 1 million soldiers. That America has 1 million soldiers.
Don't underestimate your people, bro.
My people,
Don't.
who the
Habibi,
Jews?
in Israel, we said the same exact thing. All the older generation were talking exactly like you. End of the day, when the 7th of October came, this generation was lions. There are a lot of lions in America, a lot of lions in Europe, a lot of lions in Israel. And with the help of God, the good things will happen, and we will win. We will win. All right, people watching this, don't be scared. God is on our side.
No, don't be scared.
Nah,
I'm not afraid if America loses the war. Like, it is
it's
what it
not.
is.
Don't listen.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't, because I'm good either way. Because my source isn't from America; it's from God. It's Him alone. He is my refuge. He is my protection. He is my source. But we are in very tumultuous times, and I'll tell you,
Yes, sir.
if you're still in the banking system and you don't own digital assets, you're going to have a problem. So let me predict a couple of things. I'm predicting America's losing the war. I'm also predicting if they send ground troops in, Republicans are going to lose the midterm elections. I'm also predicting Bitcoin goes to a bottom of 39.
Yeah, that we agree on. That we agree on.
That it happens at the end, somewhere around October. And I'm predicting it's going to chop to 55K up until the middle or end of March. Then the bull run starts. This has all been on record. If you want to join us, if you look at our track record, we've been right by the grace of God. We've been
Yes, sir.
right. I'm telling you, we called the top. We sold in August when Bitcoin, everyone was coming into Bitcoin. We said, we're out, and everybody got crushed, right? We had called it. We're calling the same thing.
This is by far the best community out there that knows and walks and runs and drives and flows and takes a boat and enjoys the flow of cryptocurrency. So if you're not yet with us on the WhatsApp, Telegram, YouTube channel, make sure to click the links below. The mindset that Steven just talked about. We've got the digital assets. Excuse me. If you don't know what is digital assets and you've no clue what all this information is, make sure to join our course and elevate yourself when it comes to this cryptocurrency and this whole
No,
digital assets, because the world is going there with you or without you. And
no, get
that's
out
the
of the
truth.
bank. You got to get out of the banking system. It's evil.
With you or without you, it's going there. It's like,
Yeah, it's going there, and if you're not, it's going to change. It's going to be pretty.
and you don't got to be scared of that. That's okay. That's the world. The
No,
world has to
not,
move forward.
it's
No
not.
one can stop the time.
This is not doom and gloom. This is, hey, it's like kind of like saying this: if a hurricane is coming,
You got to move.
no, you're not going to stay in the freaking beach. You're going to get out of the
No.
beach and go inside a house, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, if a flood's coming, you're not going to stand there. You're going to get out of the way. All we're
Yep.
saying, hey, there's a snowstorm coming. Might be a good idea.
Maybe I should go back to Dubai. You know,
Grab,
there's,
grab a shovel, grab some
there's a
salt.
sandstorm coming. Maybe I should go back to Europe. You know,
You got to get ready, right? So that's that. And I think the fact that gold has skyrocketed, America has a real problem. If they cut the interest rates, then you're going to have a full blown recession. If they don't cut the interest rate, you're still going to have a full blown recession.
with you, without you. But then again, there's the Cryptocurrency Act. Regulations will come in. End of the day, and bottom line, ladies and gentlemen watching this, there are wonderful technologies out there. You got to watch out from the fake ones. You got to differentiate from the fake to the real. And that's what Crypto Crush is all about. So if you're not
Yes.
yet with us, just make sure to join our WhatsApp community. We communicate with each other. We help one another out. We do it out of, as Stephen said, the grace of God putting us in this position where we're able to help and do what we love, because some people work for a living. We don't. We love doing this. We truly do. So
Yeah,
I
but
think
I
we
would
can.
say it's work, but it's a lot of fun. I
No,
love
it's work. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm up until 4 a.m. People can message me, and I have. Please comment if we were on the Zoom at like 2 or 3 or 4 a.m. You know, trading or doing moving money around or whatever, because it is work. You have to keep moving, right? That's what we said about us moving from the storm. Money works the same way. You got to keep moving, but you
you
got to
do.
move right.
You got to know the cycles. You got to know the seasons.
But you
Bitcoin.
got to know
All.
it and do it right.
So that's why you got the community. Join the community. We will see you tomorrow. We're going to do live market open analysis. Join us. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, gold. I'm going to talk about Solana, Ethereum, XRP. I really see a bullish scenario, and I think it's a bull trap, meaning people are going to come in at the top and they're going to liquidate. So I see a big move coming. It's going to touch some
You
high.
don't want to be that person. You
No,
don't want to be that
don't believe
person.
the hype. You
Nope.
can, if you're a day trader or a swing trader, you can take this move. I'm not going to get caught in this. I know it's a trap. I've been through this before.
We called yesterday 66. It kind of went there, kind of dragged, but it's
Called
moving up.
65 on Friday, hit their Sunday, and
Yep. No, we called a short, and then not, and yesterday we called a buy, right? At 66. So it will go up. That's what we think. But then again, it's not a bull run. So watch yourself.
it's going to
Uh
be it's a bull
it's
trap.
a liquidity grab, I think.
A
Yeah,
bull trap is
exactly.
when people think it's a bull run, they put their money in. Oh, it's going to go up. We hit the bottom, and it
Too
does,
close.
and it repeats this cycle over and over again. So don't fall for it. We're going to cover
Yeah,
it.
don't be a rookie.
God bless you guys. Join Arbcore. Let's start arbitrage trading. Click the link below. Let's get started. See ya.